one of the things that's remarkable from the standpoint of many styles of Aikido today is that when we do techniques involving shomenuchi, nage, the person throwing, is initiated. Okay? Common sense is that you're attacked, uke attacks you, you blend with the attack and then do some kind of a technique. We have to practice that way sometimes. As I mentioned yesterday, in that situation where uke initiates, uke seizes the advantage, the timing advantage. He sets himself into motion towards you. So if you are being reactive, responding to the technique, your window, your time window is very reduced because he sees the initiative. It's like he's adjusted the pieces on the chessboard. Instead of starting in the normal way, he's moved a couple of pieces where he has the initial advantage. Okay? So, I don't know what O-sensei was thinking. I have some ideas. One thing is, this involves shomenuchi. What is shomenuchi? Is this shomenuchi? Well, how is that different from what shomenuchi is? What does it represent? All these Iwama people, what is shomenuchi? It's a sword strike. Okay, if we were to allow uke to initiate the attack, and he has a high velocity attack, how are we going to be able to deal with that? How are we going to be able to blend with it? How can we go from zero, from stasis, to match his high velocity attack? Well, the answer is you can't, unless you give him a low velocity attack like this. And often training devolves into that sort of situation, shomenuchi. Right? So there's not the intent in it. You know, if I at least went, hey, like that, my partner's going to feel that on a visceral level, as opposed to this. He just, you know, he can scratch his head because there's nothing there really. So even though we're, in one sense, doing make-believe training to develop the technical skills, we want to also cultivate the intent. So I think that one of the things that O-sensei was thinking of is that you have to develop that ability to seize the initiative, especially when you're dealing with a high velocity attack. Now that would be especially shomenuchi, it could be munetsuki, and maybe to a lesser extent yokomenuchi, because it's a more elaborate movement with two phases, right? And coming from the outside here. But especially shomenuchi, which represents the sword movement. So if he comes and strikes, I'm left with this kind of thing. Maybe I can salvage it by getting off the line. But he's stolen the initiative from me. He's put me on, have two strikes. The count is 0-2 against me. And I have just a third of a chance of extricating myself from that situation. Okay? Hey? Okay. Now, I have the initiative. His shomenuchi is not a shomenuchi anymore. It's just him protecting his face. Okay? So then I can do that here. Position myself here. Too close.